Hello and welcome back, esports fans. We are here now live with the semifinals of our Rocket League Trios competition. It's been a long day. We are finally here, ready to get it started. I'm FBI Tugboat. Joined with me is Mac and Cheese. Mac, how are we doing, man?
We're doing absolutely fantastic. I am ecstatic to get into some quarterfinal action here today. We've got Enigma on the left up against Total Advantage to my right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The stage right, Total Advantage, stage left, Enigma. Flip that all the way around. There you go. Blue and orange. That's an easier way to do it. Enigma over here in the blue. Total Advantage in the orange over here. We'll be getting this started here in a second. Let's run through these teams, though, Mac and Cheese. I got Enigma over here with Malamente, Indicator, and Kyre. That's Tire with a K.
Absolutely, absolutely. Definitely some skilled players over there. On my side here, on the orange, we have Total Advantage. Gonna run it down real quick. We have Gear right here, Dylan in the middle, and Padrino on the other far end. These guys looking to compete up against Enigma and hopefully move on to the semifinals.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. These are teams that are fighting at that total prize pool. Again, we're looking at a $4,000 prize pool. First place will be getting themselves $2,600, as well as a set of tickets to DreamHack Atlanta. Nice little trophy as well. Second place, $1,000 still, so they'll be getting $333 a piece. Third place, looking at $250, and fourth place, $150 still, like we were saying. Still be able to go forth and get yourself a nice little dinner or something like that. $50, nothing to shake a stick at.
Absolutely, absolutely. So one of these teams looking to move on to the semifinals and place themselves within that prize pool, right?
Exactly.
You were saying fourth place lands themselves $150. So whichever team moves on into the semifinals here will guarantee themselves some of that $4,000 prize pool.
Exactly. Yeah. So a dub here gets you at least first through fourth, something there. So one win here finally gets you on in the money. Let's get it started here in just a second. I believe we have all of our teams in here, all of our players in, and they are ready to go. Is that correct? Yep. There you go. I'm getting a thumbs up. All right.
Engine's about to start revving.
There you go, gentlemen. Start your engines. Right. Always wanted to say that one.
Oh, there we go. We got some Enigma fans in the crowd. Let's hear it.
Nicely done. This is a best of 5. We'll be going down, and yeah, there we go. Now we're getting started.
Here we go. Now we got some cars into the game. Balls placed in the middle, and now we're about to get revved up and into the action. Ball starts middle of the field. Looking for something. Kyre missing the hit. Looking for something. Blue Total Advantage already taking advantage, getting the ball into their side of Enigmas.
Yeah, now this is Total Advantage now pressure against them. As I see that taking across the middle. This is the 4th seed in Enigma taking on the 10th seed.
Absolutely, absolutely. Total Advantage continuing their onslaught of offense. Enigma on the defense. Looking for something. Blue Enigma looking for an answer. Finally able to get into the orange corner of the other side. Now looking to keep the ball onto that field and look to find some sort of ball advantage towards the goal. Enigma working the ball into the middle of the field, but unable to figure out an answer there.
Indicator there with a nice runaway, but just getting it stopped up here in the last second. Slowing down play is definitely an effective method of allowing your teammates to get back in the setup. Here comes an aerial shot.
Dylan!
Right in the corner.
Traveling the ball through the air all the way across from midfield, able to get past the defense of Enigma, place it perfectly in that top right corner. Finally getting an answer, getting our first strike into this quarterfinals match. A minute in and Total Advantage find themselves with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, a fantastic shot as well. Like taking that all the way in, it's escorting us all the way, get this guy some white left.
Indicator now taking the ball through the field, trying to dribble it past the Total Advantage defense, but unable to find the back of the net. Now Malamente going up for the aerial, but just keeping it centered, keeping the ball on the Total Advantage side of the field. Now Kyre trying to find something, shoves it into the corner. Now ball falling in center field. Indicator missing his shot. Total Advantage looking to collapse, taking advantage here, finding the back of the net. Here once again, Total Advantage up 2-0.
So what this was is an Enigma team. They were doing a fantastic job of rotating initially. Then after not one but 2 misses here, that was Kyre as well as Indicators. Some players you're not going to see. Man, these guys are higher level logical players. that roller in there. Now it's a total advantage of 2-0. Didn't put a whole lot behind that.
Yeah, you saw Kyre missing the clear. The ball sort of just able to roll in. But Enigma still plenty of time left on the clock. But Dylan finding the third score of the game. 3 minutes left. We're starting to wonder here, can Enigma find an offensive answer? Can they find a way to get themselves a score onto the goal?
Yeah, this is only 2 minutes in now, Max. So what we're looking at is Enigma team. It still has plenty of time to finish it out. We're not even quite at halftime yet. Just like that, Dylan making a very good point.
Absolutely. Now Trino carrying the ball in, trying to get it past midfield, but Kyre there trying to find an answer. Enigma on the offensive here, trying to get their first goal of the game. Still not crossing the halftime threshold yet, but we still wonder. Dylan now carrying it over, total advantage, flipping the script, getting the ball over onto Enigma's side of the field. Pedrino trying to find something in the air, but here missing the goal, not quite hitting the mark, and hopefully now Enigma will be able to clear it. But Dylan still showing that total advantage on the offense, and Pedrino able to find the back end of the goal.
That's Pedrino there with all the awareness in the world, sitting back, a little bit of aerial action, throwing this on top, and it looked like he touched the sidebar, or was that just a straight shot all the way in?
It looks like it did bump in a little off of the side for it. Now Enigma halfway into this match, finding themselves down 4, trying to find an answer, trying to at least get 1 goal on the board, maybe try to find some sort of answer for total advantage's relentless offense. But are they able to get it? No! Pedrino finds an answer, finds a way to keep the ball out of the back of the net. Total advantage looking to make sure that that ball doesn't even see the other side of the day in there.
Yeah, defense coming through there at the 11th hour, the very last second. Now this is Malamente and more everybody out in the corner trying to get a piece of this ball and make something of it. Now Kyre forced to block this one off, little midfield action shots.
Absolutely, Dylan trying to find his way into the top right corner of the goal, unable to find it, but here now centering the ball very nicely. Pedrino missing the ball, heading towards the total advantage goal, but unable to find its way in. Down here, trying to make sure the ball is cleared, centering the ball, gets it to the other side, right side of the field there. Kyre now looking, him an indicator, trying to find a way for Enigma to get there. Now here, perfect pass!
Perfect pass leads to the 5th shot here for total advantage as the lead now getting a little bit more farther and farther away from Enigma and a possibility of a round 1 W. Now we have 90 seconds left and this is a best of 5 mac and cheese.
Best of 3.
This is the best of 3.
Right, yeah.
Okay, excuse me. The next round would be best of 5, is that correct?
That is correct. Now total Enigma potentially now thinking about the next game, or at least trying to maybe test out some different strategies here.
At some point you got to.
We saw Total Advantage give up 3 quick goals to the Milk Boys at around this mark when they were up 7-0, but it looks like they are not looking to make the same mistake twice, as their defense has been impeccable so far through this first match.
Yeah, they haven't had a whole lot of offensive pressure against them, and it has shown up that it has been there all day long. As you can see from the score, nothing getting past these defenders quite yet.
Exactly. Now, once again, as we've seen throughout this match, ball on Enigma's side, but they're able to send it over to Total Advantage side of the ballpark. Hopefully trying to find something, but Pedrino has the answer. Dylan carrying the ball through the air, finds their 6th goal. Total Advantage absolutely relentless in their attack, able to quickly move the ball down the field just when Enigma think they have a chance at a goal. Total Advantage shows them why they're wrong.
If we have a heavy hitter here for the side of Total Advantage, that is Dylan all day long. He has been touching these balls offensively, defensively, and everything in between. He's been passing these off. He's set up multiple shots already. Of these 6, I do believe he had a direct hand in 3 of them back.
Absolutely, and you see Total Advantage always having someone in front of the goal just when Enigma think they have a chance to score. Someone here, Pedrino coming up huge in the defense, but Enigma finally finding an answer. Kyre able to bring the ball downfield. We're thinking, we were talking about earlier, synergy versus individual mechanics, and here we find that the individual mechanics of the Enigma players able to create something.
Yeah, Kyre coming through here and pushing one in for his team. Not going to be a scoreless sweep for the side of Enigma now. now with 2 seconds left though. This first round has gone the way of Total Advantage. Best of 3 rounds now. This is looking at an Enigma team for their last shot here, because if they lose this, they're out of the money, they're out of the tournament.
Absolutely, and I wonder what sort of answers Enigma will have going forward into this second game. We wonder, will they try to pressure the goalkeepers more, try to get some demos as they move the ball towards the goal, or will Total Advantage continue their absolute domination, having the ball majority on the Enigma side, it felt like.
That's a completely fair statement. That's a completely fair statement, Mac. Total Advantage, really what this came off of was the fact that they just had possession of the ball so much more time.
Right.
Chronological time. And Enigma, you only have so much time to make shots. That's really what's just going to happen in their standpoint. One goal, excuse me, they 5 minutes from last round. Now we'll see how they do and if they're able to change this up, because they have to now. This is their last shot.
Absolutely, and we see the first 30 seconds of the game, the ball completely on Enigma's side of the field, not where they want it to be. Total Advantage absolutely relentless in their attack. Now let's see Enigma moving the ball towards orange territory, trying to find an answered ball up by the goal. Here, able to get it out of harm's way just barely, as Enigma look to continue their attack.
He almost cornered this off against himself, meaning that TK and Enigma would have scored the equal amount of times against Total Advantage. But no harm, no foul, as we're seeing Mente and more. Something I've noticed is this Enigma team that is simply pushing it at these shots, these plays offensively a little bit different from how they did it last round.
Right, absolutely. Mente looking to get a corner snipe, not able to, hits off the backboard. Now, ball moving towards Enigma territory. What I've seen so far from these games, Total Advantage have some impressive flyers. Absolutely, they've been able to take advantage. The ball doesn't need to be on the ground for them to make it go where they want it. Now here, looking for a shot, barely misses the top corner. Dylan trying to find an answer, but the ball not quite falling where Total Advantage wanted, but they continue their attack. The ball is still on the Enigma side of the field. Here, looking towards clearing the way for his teammates, knocking, being very aggressive against the Enigma players.
If we're talking about differences between rounds here, what needs to be pointed out, I believe that this is an Enigma team that is simply playing a little bit better and more coordinated together. They are hitting these balls really, really hard, less often.
Right.
And I think they just realized they need to. You know, it's earlier Rocket League player mistake to just every time you have the opportunity to touch the ball, you need to swag it as hard as you can. That is not what Enigma is doing anymore. We've seen the results of that so far, right? At this point last game, this is a Total Advantage team that was up 5-0.
Absolutely. Now Enigma feeling themselves a lot better, feeling good, feeling better on stage, feeling a lot more at home, at comfort. And we're starting to see what maybe they can do. Maybe answer the W from last game from Total Advantage.
What they need to do, they need to tie it up, and they need to come and do that here soon. Now, Total Advantage did take it 6-1 last one, but all Enigma needs to do is score once and then make sure the TA does not come through and score at all. The total points does not matter, the round points. What matters in that round is what matters.
Absolutely.
Nice here.
Indicator getting in the way of his teammates. Enigma maybe shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, trying to find an answer. They get the perfect shot, but the coordination from the team is a little bit off. We're talking about synergy and we're talking about mechanics. We're obviously seeing a little bit of both. Total Advantage seems like they have both things working in their favor, having synergy, finding the passes from last game, finding answers able to work together, as well as individual mechanical goals. Now Enigma finding themselves a little lack of synergy, maybe too mechanically focused on individual performance, whereas they maybe need to lean towards more team-based performance.
I think really what that was is just two individual players getting a little bit excited about the prospect of scoring the first time in this round, because what it came off as was just reporting the news here was a teammate blocking up. Blocking his teammate's shot. That's not good.
And now we see 1 minute left in this game. Still no scores had. And now we're looking at a potential death match, or potentially even going into overtime here.
Yeah, 45 seconds. At the end of that, for anybody who's not watched Rocket League frequently, we will get into our overtime rounds once the ball does touch the ground. sudden death.
Absolutely.
First person to score is the winner. Now, it's not very frequent that you see this go all the way down 0-0, 5-2 though, is it?
Absolutely not. Pedrino maybe missing out his part, trying total advantage, crawling for an answer, trying to make sure that they can push their ticket into the semifinal, but they come along a little short.
Good corner shot. There's up but not
Here,
down.
so many times in this game, several times at least, trying to find an answer. Indicator looking for the goal, unable to find it. Total Advantage's defense staying strong in the face of missed opportunities on the offense. Enigma looking for an answer. Ball will now drop. Looking, maybe keeping the ball in the air, trying to not send this into overtime, but it looks like here we are, ladies and gentlemen, overtime. Enigma, their tournament on the line. Will they be able to stay alive?
Yes,
Total
sir.
Advantage looking to move on.
This is as close as we get, Mac and Cheese. Nice straight shot here. Dylan continuing to get all over this ball and proving that he can do anything with it at any angle on this field. Now, Indicator getting the ball taken away here. Melemente trying to pass this one around. Get this out of the corner as soon as they can towards pressure on advantage.
Tyre able to try to clear it, but ball still in Enigma territory. Now it's coming down onto the Total Advantage side. Can Enigma find a way to get the ball into the back of the net?
Nice block here. Now there's the stop and flip for like Tyre. Now pressure is on as Melemente and other members of Enigma rotating very, very well.
Absolutely, here we are, overtime, 48 seconds in, sudden death. The next team to score will win. Enigma's tournament hopes on the line here. Will they be able to swing momentum into their favor?
This next score either equals Total Advantage.
There we go, Enigma!
And there it is. Nice way to tie it up, gentlemen. We got Enigma and Total Advantage going all the way in, tied in best of 3. This is 1-1.
And now we have a game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Who will move on into the semifinal? Enigma able to find the one teensy crack in the Total Advantage defense, able to disrupt it and find a way to score.
Look at that. 5 shots here by Indicator. That was just simply not one for lack of trying.
Right.
Lots of different shots here. A lot to be said for all these players, Melemente, Indicator, and Tyre. That's the Total Advantage team just playing a little bit less offensively. Like they had less time to go forth and make these shots. That's all, and that does show in that scoreline. We saw 6-1 the first time, only 1-0 after what, a full minute and some change in overtime?
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
6 minutes of total gameplay. Total Advantage unable to find a single goal after coming off of a 6-goal performance. Now we hear Game 3. Let's see if Enigma will be able to continue swinging momentum into their favor as the ball starts on the Total Advantage side of the field. Enigma certainly starting off very well, but Gear hopes to change that.
Absolutely. Now what Enigma really needs to do, in my opinion, is be able to consolidate this ball a little bit better and make more with the shots that they have. The shots previously in round 2 just were not as well set up. Now sometimes they took advantage of a defending Total Advantage team that was not fully set up, and that I can vouch for that all day long. But otherwise, if you have the time to go for it and set up
Here we
these
go,
shots.
looking for a goal. Melemente able to clear it out of harm's way. Total Advantage continuing, trying to find an offensive answer. Here demoed, will Enigma be able to capitalize?
This ball kind of hanging out in the middle for a little while here. Now pressure going up against Enigma again. I feel like we're almost like a broken record at this point. I feel like Total Advantage has gotten this ball up in front of them, really close up in that Enigma grill, and then makes it so that Total Advantage can at least take some shots. Now the past few, obviously they did not make, but again, you gotta get there, make the attempts to make points.
Absolutely. Now we see Total Advantage continuing on their offensive path here, looking for a goal, missing the strike.
Actually spending a lot of time up in the air is not going to bode well for him. Now pressure coming on to Enigma as Total Advantage again gets this ball exactly where they need to.
Pedrino finding some boost, hopefully trying to find some aerial answers. Tyre trying to swing the ball into the Total Advantage net, but unable to find anything. Now Enigma trying to keep the ball away from their goal. Melemente trying to boost up Pedrino, not much boost left. Hopefully he'll be able to find some. Enigma trying to find a way to score, but here we are again, another low scoring game for now. 2 minutes into the game, and not a single strike.
Yeah, we are approaching halftime, Mac and Cheese. Like you said, nothing. The first game was completely different from games 2 and so far this game 3 here because we've simply not seen, I mean, we've only seen a couple different shots as is. We've seen no goals made whatsoever. Total advantage, a little bit of pressure, making most of this.
Absolutely, total advantage, still strong defensive plays, getting the ball, not even letting Enigma have a chance of scoring while they're still giving themselves some opportunities, some shots on goal. But Enigma making adjustments after the first game, so much better defensive play from them in game 2 and so far into this game 3. But tournament hopes on the line for both teams. Dylan almost finding it here, able to fly in and score.
Nicely done, total advantage. Even if this was a really good pass from Melimente right there, all the awareness in the world to be able to get himself between the ball and that goal. Now the follow-up was not 100% there as members of Enigma try to get around and rotate and get in position on that one. It's not going to happen, easier said than done.
Absolutely, now Enigma trying to find an answer, already getting the ball in front of the total advantage goal. Total advantage hopefully looking to build on their lead, continue their relentless offense, giving the Enigma defense zero time to adjust is what we saw on that last goal. Now let's see if they can continue their momentum, finding a goal in front of it. No, maybe, Melimente unable to defend the shot from Dylan, finding the right crease in the Enigma defense.
Look at, oh man, just the air tire by Melimente, tapping this one all along and continuing that horizontal movement along along Blue's goal right there. That's just what's gonna happen. That's just something like that.
Right? So that's that. Stuff like that happens in every single Rocket League game.
Yes, sir.
Now we're gonna see, can Enigma find it inside themselves, bring it back. 1 minute, 40 seconds left, down 0-2, tournament on the line. Will they be able to score? So far through 2 games, they've only been able to score twice, but total advantage, not letting up. Still trying to find ways, able to find ways to score from terrific passes. You see the mechanical follow-up from the setups. Total advantage able to capitalize.
Yeah, Dylan there, right place, right time. And part of that is this Enigma team that it looks like they got it down around 2, right? Like they had the coordination there. They had not necessarily a player who was always playing defense, but at least coordinated rotations. That one right there, that was as open as you get in that team.
Absolutely. Now we see this Enigma team sort of falling after the first goal, unable to find answers within themselves. Total advantage able to capitalize on their momentum, something we hoped to see from Enigma coming off an overtime victory in game 2, but total advantage continuing their onslaught of the Enigma defense, left powerless almost to try to stop them. Now Enigma able to find the goal.
I was just gonna say it, Mac. This is an Enigma team needs to score now and then start their game plans towards goals 2 and 3 to tie this up against total advantage, because this is the last round. There's a best of 3. This is tied up. If you get nothing after this one, the winner of this will be going on, at least being getting in money in some capacity, if not first, second, third, then at least fourth. But if you lose, this will be going on. Losing this will be going home empty-handed as well.
Absolutely, Enigma, 42 seconds left on the clock. Need a second goal here quick to able to give them some time to try to tie up this game, but it looks like total advantage, not letting up any steam, not letting up any pressure. Enigma now finding it, trying to center it. Dylan able to get the clear. Indicator trying to get the ball hopefully back towards the total advantage side of the field, but it looks like we're staying over on Enigma's side for a little bit here.
Yeah, this is a total advantage team who's completely content with just playing this one up in the air, spending this last 10 seconds with it away. But as I say that, Gear is not done quite yet. He's going for style points. He's putting another one up on this scoreboard, and now we're pushing this 4-1, just getting ever so slightly more out of Enigma's reach.
Yeah, you know, it's tough to say, but I think with 10 seconds left and a 3-goal deficit, things are looking quite grim for Enigma here. Let's see, maybe they can pull off something miraculous, something none of us have ever seen before, but it looks like total advantage is going to make sure that doesn't happen, as Pedrino almost seals it away completely now. Ball about to drop. Enigma looking like they're about to make their exit.
Sir, once this ball does touch, that'll be it. If they do get one, that'd be nice, but with that, total advantage moving on along here to our semifinals. Nicely done, gentlemen, after a barn burner in round 1. Really, just that's the best way to call it. a 6-1. Second one going all the way down in overtime. No regular time goals scored, excuse me. And then round 3 coming in a little bit more even. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We saw through the first 3 minutes or so of this game, both teams.
Oh, this is the best of 5. I thought.
Is this the best of 5?
Okay, sorry. My bad.
Oh.
So this is the best of 5. Excuse us. We've been giving.
You guys thought this was over? Not even close.
You guys thought. There you go. We're giving the
Not
people what
even
they want.
close. This was just to build up the momentum and the stakes. Nuh-uh. We've got game 4 coming to you right now.
Exactly. We just have to actively lie to you to get you to come in and
Exactly.
give us your attention. There you go. All right. Total advantage up 2-1 in the series is best of 5, like we just said. So this is going into game 4. Now Enigma has their back against the wall, and now they have no more shots.
Absolutely. Now
you
let's see Enigma for real back against the wall this time. Let's see if they for real have it in them to come back. Maybe force a game 5.
Yeah. No psych on this one.
Absolutely. Now we're going to get things kicked off. Total advantage once again continuing to put the ball into the Enigma side of the territory. Gear looking to continue his excellent string of plays from the past few games. Dylan now setting up the ball into the middle, hitting off the backboard. Let's see if Enigma can clear it, and it looks like they can't. Dylan running around this ball, looking to try to get back on defense, but Gear is there right for him. And as we are getting started with an exciting game 4.
Whereas Dylan seems to be an everyman, he's touching the ball in every way, shape, and form.
And it looks like he's continuing, trying to find a goal. Enigma trying to clear it here, once again putting it on the backboard. Pedrino trying to find an answer, can't quite make contact, but Dylan finds it.
Nicely done. After the bounce out here by Pedrino, Dylan was all over that one, whereas Gear is back. He's been rotating, he's been playing that more defensive, more conservative role. It has been paying off in spades for total advantage.
They're 100% stretching this Enigma defense thin, making sure that they aren't quite able to make the rotations to try to get back in front of the goal as they continue to relentlessly put up shots, and Enigma unable to get quality clears out of their own zone as total advantage leads them into getting some scores.
Yeah, a very good point. Enigma just seems like, earlier I said something about them not hitting the ball unnecessarily hard. Now it's something that they might want to take a little bit more advantage from, because when these clears do go out, total advantage simply does not collapse on the ball the same way that Enigma has shown that they're willing to do so. They're willing to triple up on the ball if they think that's going to give them a solid shot at this goal.
Absolutely, and we see total advantage having some cards mid in the middle of the field, trying to make sure that this stays inside the opposing enemy territory, inside Enigma territory. But we realize now it's a bit of a mystery why Enigma hasn't able to score.
Yeah, that was not for lack of trying again. It really seemed like total advantage players were just not playing on the ball as closely. Now we have some pressure again against Enigma. Here, Dylan both be looking to set this one up. Pedrino from the top. Oh man, Malamente not able to get on in that one.
Total advantage continuing to find ways to score.
Aerial lead down bottom, everything, right?
They're able to make passes. They're able to individually come up with big plays, and it seems that Enigma has absolutely no answer to this onslaught of goals.
Yeah, it was a game 2 that they saw a lot of value from playing on ball again very, very aggressively, and not giving total advantage so much time with which to go forth and set up their own plays and whatnot, because it seems like when total advantage gets that time to go forth and set up, they simply make that turn into points more often.
Yeah, absolutely, and we see total advantage able to absolutely play with momentum, stacking goals one on top of another, finding ways to score. I cannot emphasize that point enough. Total advantage's offense is crazy, but Enigma not ready to go home yet as they find a way to bring the game into 1 goal.
Yes, this is just shy of halftime now. We're just on the short side of that. Enigma scores there first. Now, a lead of 1, I say this all the time, Mac and Cheese. A lead of 1 in Rocket League is no lead indeed. There's a lot there.
Absolutely.
I mean, really though, because one goal can be scored at any given time.
Absolutely.
With no time left in overtime, before the ball hits the ground, everything.
Absolutely. Now we see Enigma hoping to maybe play with some momentum of their own, trying to find a way to get the ball out of their zone, trying to find Kyre, trying to get the ball towards the total advantage goal. Now Malamente trying to find a shot, but Dylan there with the aerial clear. That's just something we don't really see from Enigma all too often.
Yeah, it's something that it makes sense to put the ball up, but you have to play a little bit closer because otherwise numbers of total advantage are just going to do that every time, right? You're going to have Dylan, you're going to have here up top hitting that one farther away, and especially once it's hit that high, you're giving total advantage time to go for it instead of them up.
Absolutely. Now Indicator trying to toss one up to Malamente. Kyre keeping it on the total advantage side of the field. Gear maybe missing the ball a little bit. Kyre trying to keep it headed towards the goal maybe, but we see that total advantage has a total guard on the goal.
I see where you're going with that one, but very good point. Total advantage. They have been playing now. Okay, so this looks a little bit closer to where I was talking about, right? Three members who are playing on one ball,
right,
finding advantage. They've been taking the ball away from the defense the past 35, 45 seconds or so. They've been doing.
Right, now we see total advantage continuing. A minute left into this game. Enigma, remember their tournament on the line here for real this time. It's not a prank anymore.
No debate, no debate.
Enigma need a goal here within the last 50 seconds and hopefully not a goal against them.
Sure, that's Enigma all cornering up middle. Now shots farther away. Kyre trying to put it up and put it back down. Now, something something I'd be interested to see is the team starts going aggressively for these demolitions against the players.
Absolutely, I would love to see that. We've seen on some of the Enigma goals some interaction with the defending players. Enigma can't just let these total advantage players who are always positioned correctly to stay there. They need to disrupt that positioning somehow and try to find a way to allow their teammates to maybe find a hole in the goal.
Yep, but holes in the goals rolling in to come. Last 10 seconds or so, 5 on the clock.
Enigma headed towards the goal. Pedrino says no on the tournament hopes of Enigma. Sends it towards their area. Enigma trying to find something, but total advantage seal the deal.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Last little second there. Again, that was just total advantage, realizing what they needed to do. They were up by 1. It is a lead. I realized I just said it wasn't a lead, but my point in there was saying that 1 isn't a lead is just that, again, 1 goal can be taken in Rocket League, can be go forth and added to that scoreboard at any given time, especially, we just saw last few seconds, ball going around in the air. High-level Rocket League players can make those goals happen all day long.
Absolutely.
So a lead of 1 is not that much in any way, shape, or form. Enigma not able to go through here. We'll see them later. Total advantage moving on along here to the semifinals round.
Thank you, everyone. Let's give a round of applause to both teams showing heart and spirit in this competition. Total advantage moving on. Enigma, unfortunately, unable to continue.
Yes, sir. We'll be getting a couple more teams up on here in just a second. I believe we've talked this one to death. Anything else you'd like to add about this matchup?
Have. Overall, I'd like to see total advantage. I wonder against other teams, are they able to continue their offensive onslaught? Because for me, it seems like it. They've certainly been able to show it up against Milk Boys before these quarterfinals, able to score 7 goals, able to score 6 goals on this Enigma team. But again, we've seen signs of them slowing down a little bit, only scoring 2 goals in this game for victory and scoring 0 goals in the game 2.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, a kind of uncharacteristic, right, of players are coming through here. They've shown that they can do it, but we'll see how they do it coming into the semifinals and more. We just saw total advantage. We'll have 2 more teams up here in just a second. Thank you. There you go.